when you look at somebody and you see the human underneath the pain, and maybe the sharp edges, then you're able to love them.
I have my best friend's name is Emmy, and she was going through some issues, and she ended up finding out she has a gluten allergy.
One of my best friends since high school, I know you know, Jocelyn.
And so I showed up at her house with some Pirate's Booty, which is like gluten-free snacks.
I have a friend named McKenna. She definitely displayed compassion for me.
One thing that really stuck out to me was, I wasn't sure how I was going to pay for books. Like, I got denied financial aid.
I know she's my best friend, and I hate to see her sad. And so just anything I can do to just help her out.
I was pretty sad, and I think because I was really sad, I was able to get sick, because I don't really get sick often.
I told Jocelyn about that, just ranting to her, and she was like, well, dude, like, if you need, you can, like I don't mind dishing out some money, help pay for books or for a class or something.
I knew a guy in middle school. He was a real mean guy, just like, classic bully stereotype. And a lot of us really didn't like him, just not at all. But there was one guy that he picked on a lot that was always really nice.
And it's just like the effort that she had to do, because she had to drive all the way to CVS Pharmacy, pick up some medication, walk over to my dorm, because I live on the 13th floor at Jester.
It was kind of weird. We all kind of shunned him, or we would ask, like, why are you talking to that guy? He's just such a jerk to all of us,
I feel like compassion to me is extending or showing like love or kindness to people that you believe don't, well, at least in your heart, don't deserve it, but you show it anyways.
The rest of us in the group, we thought we were being compassionate. We thought we were like, well, we're not going to stand for that guy. And he would always respond with, well, you don't know what he's going through. You don't know what his pain is. And just because he's causing us pain, maybe he is just looking for an outlet, And those dudes ended up being like best friends.
When someone is compassionate, there's this aspect also of genuineness. Like, I don't know anyone who's been compassionate for themselves. Like,
being older now, obviously I'm still young, but being older now, I still kind of can recognize that middle schoolers are going through a lot, every single one of them, and to assume that people are two-dimensional is naive, and it's an easy way to look at the world, but it's not the right way.
I think a lot of people mistake compassion for being there for somebody just when they're sad. And I feel like that's a miscommunication of the word. They just take it for the negative.
Yeah.
And I think compassion could be for positive things as well. It's just about love.
You love people as much as you love yourself, in that you should be able to look at yourself and see, well, that just because I did something doesn't mean that is who I am, right? But we do the opposite to people all the time. We look at somebody and we say, they did that, therefore I'm going to treat them like this. They're a jerk to me, I'm going to be a jerk to them, whether it's a professor or a classmate or a coworker or a boss or a spouse.
or maybe something that's long as like continuing to walk in life with them and being like, hey, like, I'm here for you. If you ever need anything, talk to me. If you ever need to, shoulder to cry on, or someone to let out all the emotions or rants that's going on in your life, I'm here for you. And that's really, and I think the amazing thing is compassion sometimes, like, it's not even like, there's no return actually sometimes for compassion. Like,
and that becomes difficult, and I really think that it's our job to not worry about the action as much as the intention. So like, as Christians, we're meant to love people no matter what. It doesn't matter what they do, that's not the point. The point is who they are, and getting to the core of somebody's soul, and asking the real questions about, well, why is this person doing this? And then you can get to the real deep reasons behind, the pain that maybe they're going through or something. So I think compassion is really just opening your mind up and considering those things, So I don't really think it's about the action as much as it's about the attitude. So it doesn't matter what you do. Compassion is, I guess, a way of life, a way of thinking, not necessarily something that you do for somebody else.